Hello, viewers. Today we are uncovering the incredible story of the world's first tank. Let's dive in.
The British Army introduced the world's first operational tank during the First World War. The machine was created to break trench warfare and restore battlefield movement. Its development changed military history forever. In 1915, British engineers began designing armored fighting vehicles. The project was supervised by the Landships Committee. The objective was to cross trenches, resist machine gun fire, and support infantry during major offensives.
British tanks entered combat in 1916.
The first deployment happened during the Battle of the Somme. The Mark I became the first operational tank in military history.
Its appearance marked the beginning of modern armored warfare.
The First World War created a battlefield dominated by trenches, barbed wire, artillery, and machine guns. British commanders searched for solutions that could reduce casualties and break defensive positions. Engineers developed the tracked armored vehicle capable of moving across rough ground and maintain secrecy. The machines were referred to as tanks during production. The Mark I entered service in September 1916. Some versions carried naval guns, while others carried machine guns. Mechanical reliability remained limited, but the psychological impact on enemy forces was significant. British industry continued development with the Mark II, Mark III, Mark I, and Mark V. Each model improved armor mobility and combat performance. During the Battle of Cambrai in 1917,
Large-scale tank operations
demonstrated the potential of coordinated armored attacks.
British forces successfully
Penetrated defensive lines using concentrated tank formations.
The lessons learned influenced military planning across Europe.
By the end of the war, tanks had become an established component of modern armies.
The British Army played a leading role in improving their battlefield value.
Military planners studied the results of armored warfare.
New doctrines emerged during the years after 1918.
The tank became a permanent feature of military strategy.
British tanks entered combat in 1916.
In 1916,
The first deployment happened during the Battle of the Somme. The
Mark I became the first operational tank in military history.
Its appearance marked the beginning of modern armored warfare.
During the interwar period, Britain continued developing armored vehicles and tactical concepts. Military thinkers examined how tanks could operate independently or alongside infantry. When the Second World War began in 1939, British armored forces faced new challenges. Early campaigns exposed weaknesses in equipment and organization. British industry responded by producing improved designs. The Matilda tank earned a reputation for strong armor protection. The Churchill tank became known
For its ability to cross difficult terrain and support infantry operations.
The Cromwell provided increased speed and mobility. Later in the war, the comet combined mobility with the more effective gun. British tanks participated in major campaigns across North Africa, Italy, Northwest Europe, and other theaters.
They supported Allied advances
Against Axis forces and contributed to the liberation of occupied territory.
cooperation
Between tanks,
infantry, artillery, and air power became increasingly important.
by 1945,
Armored warfare
had evolved into
a central element of modern military operations.
from the Somme to Europe,
In 1945,
from the Mark I,
to later armored vehicles,
British tank development,
influence,
military.
technology
Its legacy continues in armored forces.
around the world.
Post-war tank programs continue through the Cold War. Britain developed vehicles.
Such as the Centurion and later the Chieftain.
These designs influence armored warfare,
For decades,
advances in firepower
protection
and mobility.
reflected change in military requirements.
The history of the British tank began in the trenches of the First World War.
It expanded through technological innovation
Battlefield experience,
and military adaptation
the British contribution established foundations
that continue to shape armored warfare in the modern era.